Traveling is a life away from home. We leave our natural spaces and comfortability. Naturally, we seek for a place somewhere we can stay in. That is how the lodging industry started, because of the need to provide accommodations. And as early as 1500s to 1700s, there was a greater demand for accommodations as people migrated to cities for work. The emerging middle class could already afford accommodations when traveling. And by 1750, English seaside resorts were attracting batters. America's first hotel were seaport inns. The concept of resort nowadays was first came from the concept of seaport inns. By the middle of 17th century, the public stagecoach had appeared. In 1820s and 1830s, with the rapid development of railways, a different kind of hotel developed. Large hotels were built in Europe and America. Hotel changed in appearance as extra features. The atrium concept in hotel was introduced by architect John Portman. It boosted the popularity of Hyatt Hotel. The picture above is the example of atrium concept design. For additional facts, in 1949, Hilton opened its first hotel in San Juan, Puerto Rico. In addition, it opened a hotel in Berlin in 1958, followed by several properties in other countries in Europe. In 1949 also, Sheraton opened its first hotel in Canada. Before 1960, Intercontinental Hotels opened many hotels in America, and at present, it has 109 properties in 49 nations. Now let's proceed to the different types of accommodations.
Hotel is an establishment providing accommodations, meals, and other guest services for travelers and tourists. It is often found in cities and high-density tourist destinations. It is designed and built to meet any kind of budget and comfort level that the travelers might want. Motels or motor hotels. It is a roadside hotel designed primarily for motorists. It is often found along busy highways to accommodate more tourists. Motels are very accessible from the highways. They only offers room and free parking for their guests. Resort Hotel tries to provide most of vacationers' wants such as food, lodging, sports, and shopping on the premises. Resort is a facility that offers other amenities besides accommodation and dining. It is usually located near beaches and have scenic seashores. Their main purpose is to provide entertainment and recreational activities to their guests. Resorts are best for travelers who like to participate in planned activities, as well as those who are less adventurous or do not want to expend a lot of effort in structuring their vacation. Pension house. A European pension house may offer a bed in a room shared with others, and the bathroom may be a communal one. You can be picky when you choose a pension house because you are sharing in a one house with a stranger. It is also called as guest house, meaning guest house. They usually offer continental breakfast because they do not have the facility to provide a 24-room service. These are usually family-owned accommodation facilities. It is a lodging which usually less expensive and more affordable than a hotel. Next is Paradors. Paradors are a kind of luxury hotel in Spain which the government converts all buildings like convents, monasteries, and castles into some kind of hotels which operated and owned by the government. Paradors came from the word parar, means to stop, halt, or stay.
Condominium hotels. This type of accommodation is a recent innovation. Units are sold by the hotel developers to individual owners. The owners let their unit be rented by visitor tourists, travelers, friends, couples, family, or solo traveler. They can also use their own unit. This kind of unit can be fully furnished or semi-furnished. Campgrounds. This form of accommodation is popular in Europe and North. Mostly travelers who do this has a vehicle with them. For example, are the field trips. Usually, the universities do this. Campgrounds often found in government parks and forests. Bed and breakfast was originated in Europe. This provides a good bed at night and a delicious breakfast the next day. Ito ang mostly hinahanap talaga ng mga tao. Itong accommodation is likely parang promo na siya. Also, yung food na siniserve, depende sa pipiliin mo or ano yung nakalaan sa binook mo na room. Hindi siya yung only na katulad sa ibang hotel. Tourist inns, lodging that cater to travelers more cheaper than economy hotel. Apartment hotels, buildings which contain several independent rooms can be furnished or semi-furnished, usually offered to tenants who will stay whether long or short-term basis, or parang siya, isang building na, o sabihin na natin boarding house, para siyang ganun. More likely yung mga naghahanap nito is mga nag-aaral sa kolehiyo or yung mga nagre-review. Or sa mga nag-working na din.
Health spas. Hotels and resorts usually cater health spas, especially in the Philippines. It shows the essence of physical activity, healthy eating, and mind and body connections, and healing benefits of different kinds of massage and body treatments. This improves cardiovascular, circulatory, boosts the immune system, and could ease numerous things that is related to pain. Private homes. The type of accommodation that is for travelers who stays in private properties, houses, duplex, townhouse, apartment, or mobile house by booking in websites like Airbnb, wherein the host lives and has controls over the furnishings and use of space within the rental of the property. This usually happens in peak seasons. Hostels. It is the type of accommodation that serves with basic types of amenities like bunk beds with common bathrooms and toilets. It is for the travelers who seek for low cost and accommodation. Time-sharing, a unique and recent type of accommodation that was flourished in Europe in 1960s. It allows owners to sell their vacation lodges like resort condominiums for a specific time. The two types of time sharing is fee simple program and the right to use program. However, these programs is connected with sharing annual maintenance costs of the entire property.
Of the classification of hotels. Hotels can be classified according to location based on guest type and price. Location can be classified as center city, suburban, airport, and highway. As for guest type, it could be commercial, convention, and resort. Under price are economy, standard, first class, or deluxe. Now, we are heading to rating system. Hotels are being rated based on the quality of the physical structure, furnishing, maintenance, housekeeping, and all services. In rating a hotel, it has a grading system which are arrival and departure, public areas, bedrooms, bathrooms, food and beverages, amenities, and business practices. Each are having a 10% ending with a total of 100%. The hotel can be graded in stars, letters, or dots, but nowadays, stars are being used. Each stars have a required points. First star having 251 to 400 points. 2 stars having 401 to 550 points, 3 stars having 551 to 700 points, 4 stars having 701 to 850 points, and 5 stars having 851 to 1,000 points. Since hotel is a huge business, it is required to have its own head or someone who is in charge on every 7 major division to have a organized and consistent employees for the betterment of the hotel. These 7 divisions are Personnel Division, Engineering and Maintenance Division, accounting division, marketing and sales division, security division, food and beverages division, and lastly, room division.
Management methods. It represents the specific means of management, thus the way it manages the organization, resources, and its processes. A franchising and management contracts are the best example of this. Franchising or a franchise is a licensing contract. A franchisee owns a business but pays a proportion of profits and conduct certain business operations in an agreed upon manner, in exchange for the permission to use the franchisor's business model and intellectual property. Although the franchise theoretically runs the business, franchise agreements often have a large number of restrictions as what the franchisee can and must do. Management contracts. Management contracts are legal agreements that enable one company to have control of another one's business operations. Business owners often sign these written agreements directly with the management company. This typically gives the management company operational control of part of the company's operations so that it can run in the daily operations. For example, I am the heiress of our company, and it's all about hotels, but I don't have any experience in handling companies. So it is better if I'll do this management contract so the management company will manage the business for me.
Chain accommodation operation, owned by one large company, partly owned and franchised. So ito po yung klase ng mga chain of hotel na ang madalas na nagmamayari ay isang malaking kumpanya or nagkakaroon sila ng mga branch of hotel na marami mga nag-i-invest. So ito po yung mga klase ng hotel na madalas kilala na at marami ng branch sa buong mundo. Pero kahit kilala sila at marami na silang mga branch of hotel, marami silang mga na-franchise na hotel, kailangan pa nilang sumunod sa mga standard operations ng mga hotel, kagaya ng mga independent. Pero dahil kilala at isang malaking kumpanya na sila at marami silang mga branch na na-open na, syempre meron silang pagkakataon na mamili ng mga empleyado na gusto nila at mag-set ng high standards para sa mga empleyadong i-hire nila. At dahil mga malalaking kumpanya na sila, may pagkakataon sila na makabili ng equipment o mga furniture ng maramihan. At hindi lang yun, dahil malaking kumpanya sila, pwede sila mag-conduct ng mga market research para ma-improve yung layout or productivity ng kanilang hotel for the future convenience sa mga ating customers. Referral groups naman po, ang kadalasang mga kasama rito ay mga independent hotel owners o yung mga hotel owners na ayaw nilang i-franchise or mag-branch out na ibang tawang may-ari or ang kumikita. Gusto nila kanila lang ang profit. So kadalasan sa mga independent hotel, sila lang ang isang owner lang ang meron, wala silang mga other investors, etc. For referral groups, sumasali ang mga independent owners sa mga referral group kung saan pwede nilang i-advertise sa kanilang hotel at ipakilala through social media or through other advertising site. Sa pag-advertise na ito, mas nakikilala pa rin yung independent hotel nila kagaya ng paano napakikilala ang mga one large company or mga well-known companies na. Hotel terminology naman, may iba't ibang term po tayo sa hotel industry and ang pinaka-popular po ay sa mga room rates or ang mga room na may mga kasamang pagkain or wala man. EP, European plan, o ang ibig sabihin ay walang kasamang kahit anong pagkain, kumbaga ang babayaran lang po ay kanilang kwartong uukupahin. AP or American plan, ito po ay kadalasan na full meal o kumbaga kasama ng breakfast, lunch, dinner. Kadalasan sa mga ganitong plan ay fixed na yung menu or wala ka na masyadong choice na para makapili. Kung meron man, madalas mga side dishes na lang or mga juices, other beverages. MAP or Modified American Plan. Dito naman, pwede makapili ang mga customers kung gusto nilang breakfast dinner lang, or lunch dinner lang, or dinner lang. Gusto nilang isama sa room rate nila. Ang tawag din dito ay demi-pension. Meron din naman continental breakfast. Madalas itong in-offer sa mga European hotels. Dahil ang mga kasama nito ay madalas rolls lang, coffee, o minsan may mga juice din. Meron din naman BP or Bermuda plan. Kasama naman nito ay kwarto at isang full breakfast or English breakfast na. Ang madalas na nag-offer lang ito ay bed and breakfast hotels lang po. Ang room rates po ay nagdedepende sa kung ilan ang titira o ilan na mag-ookupa ng isang room. Gaya na lang, group of friends kayo, magbabarkada kayo mag-ookupa. Kung isang kwarto ang okupahin nyo at good for 8 people naman nyo, mas makakamura kayo. Kasi syempre isang kwarto lang ang okupahin nyo, marami pa kayo maghahati-hati. Pero syempre, may mga tao din naman na gusto mag-travel ng alone lang sila or couple lang sila. So, kadalasan, ino-operan to ng mga hotel, offered discount rate sa mga special classes or mga kagaya nila na minsan dalawa lang or isa lang. Para ma-encourage silang magstay pa rin at ma-encourage silang bumalik sa hotel. Kumbaga, babalikan mo yung hotel na yun kasi binigyan ka nila ng good service at the same time, may discount ka pa nung pumunta ka sa kanila. Meron din tayong tinatawag na convention or conference hotel rooms kung saan ginagamit ito ng mga kumpanya na nagmi-meet at ginagamit nila ang mga conference hall ng isang hotel. Kadalasan sa mga iba't ibang klaseng hotel, naglalaban-laban sila upang makuha ang ganitong klaseng kliyente. Nilalabanan nito sa pagpababa ng presyo ng room rate at kahit na mababa ang room rate, binabawi naman nila ito sa mga binibenta nilang pagkain at mga liquor na ino-offer nila sa mga customers na mag-a-avail ng kanilang conference or convention halls.
Hotel profitability is a measurement on how to maximize the hotel business's gain or loss. There are 4 methods to be able to know if the business is gaining loss or revenue, depending on the actual room occupancy or customer's accommodation. First is the room occupancy. These are rooms occupied by guests in any period. In order to get the room occupancy rate basis obtained by the hotel, you just need to divide the number of rooms occupied in a hotel by the number of rooms they had and simply multiply the result by 100 in order to come up with the result. In any case, you can simply use x over y times 100 equals. Sabihin na lang natin na ang record na ito ay for weekly basis. At yung hotel na may 135 rooms, sa 1 week na yon, nakapag-accommodate sila ng 485 na guests. So, ang magiging outcome, 485 guests over 135 times 7, which represents the weekly record, times 100. Second is the double occupancy rooms. Occupancy percentage is not usually the best marketing tool to use when measuring if a certain accommodation enterprise has gained revenue or not. In double occupancy rooms, whether a room is occupied by 1 or 2 guests, the occupancy rate is still the same, but the revenue obtained will change depending on the guests accommodated within the time and period. Sabihin na natin na ang record na ito ay for weekly basis. So, yung hotel na may 135 total rooms, nakapag-accommodate siya ng 485 guests within 1 week. So, magiging 485 over 945, which is 135 times 7 is equals to 945. Kaya magiging 485 over 945, which is magka-come up tayo sa sagot na 0.5132. Kinuha ko lang yung 4 decimal points para magiging mas madali yung pagsosolve natin. So, 0.5132 times 100 will be 51.32. So, yung double occupancy rate nung week na yon ay 51.32%. The next one is the average rate per room occupied. Isa rin ito sa mga ginagamit upang malaman kung nalulugi na ba or kumikita pa ang isang hotel. Dito sa average rate per room occupied, the average rate will increase if more expensive rooms are sold or if more double or triple rooms were being occupied by guests. So, pwede rin gamitin dito yung x over y equals n. X will be the revenue for a period and y will be the number of rooms occupied during that period. So for example, si Hotel N na may total of 300 rooms, kumita siya ng 13,000 sa isang linggo. So we will come up with this. 13,000 over 300 will be 43.33. So magiging average rate per room occupied within that week is 43.33%. For example, yung isang hotel, nakapag-accommodate siya ng guest na 1,500 within 1 week. At sa 1,500 na guest na yon, kumita siya ng 80,000. So magkakamap tayo sa solution na 80,000, which is the total room revenue for a period, which is yung 1 week span, and over 1,500, which is the total number of guests accommodated during that period. So 80,000 over 1,500 will be 53.33, which will be the average daily rate per guest. So 53.33% yung kinita nila sa week na yon. What enterprise wouldn't want to know their current situation? And one of the methods they are using is break-even point, which is you will able to know whether you are gaining profit or loss. The formula in getting the break-even point of a certain enterprise is fixed cost over contribution margin. Fixed costs stay the same regardless of the volume of the business. For example, management salaries, interest, depreciation, amortizations, and physical plant maintenance. Meanwhile, contribution margin is the average room less the variable cost of the room occupied. Unlike fixed costs, variable costs change according to the number of guests. For example, linen, maid wages, laundry, and supplies. Lastly, a break-even analysis is an important measure in business to be able to know what are the things they must obtain in order to cover their expenses and gain profit.
Accommodation system. Reservation procedure varies depending on the size and brand of the hotel and the reservation system employed. Nakadepende ang reservation system ng isang accommodation sa size at brand ng hotel. Karamihan, ang gumagamit ng computerized reservation ay yung sikat at malalaking hotel. Despite of this high-tech system of reservation, nangyayari pa rin ang overbooking. Ang overbooking ay yung pagbebenta ng rooms na lagpas sa actual available rooms ng hotel na kaya nilang accommodate. Ngunit, ginagawa talaga ito ng mga hotel na magbenta ng rooms na lagpas sa kanilang available rooms para maiwasan ng empty rooms dahil sa mga no-shows customer. Ito yung klaseng customer na hindi nag-a-advise sa hotel na gusto na nilang i-cancel ang kanilang reservation. Kaya, gumawa ng different methods ang accommodation para maiwasan ng overbooking at no-shows customer. Ang una ay the hotel advised the customer that reservation will honor only if the customer arrives at a certain time. At ang pangalawa ay the hotel asks for deposit when a room is booked, then the reservation will honor. Registration card. Ang registration card ay nag-aalaman ng impormasyon ng guest, katulad na lamang ng kanilang name, address, geographical origin, and other facts about them. Makakatulong itong registration card kapag may emergency kasi alam ng hotel kung sino kanilang kokontakin. At makakatulong din ito kapag may nawawala sa room na pagmamayari ng hotel, kilala nila kung sino ang kanilang kokontakin tungkol sa nawawalang gamit. Sa pamamagitan din ng registration card, pwede itong gamitin ng hotel as their marketing tool. Since nasa registration card ang informasyon ng guest, kasama na rin dito ang kanilang email na pwedeng gamitin ng hotel upang isend sa kanilang previous customer ang kanilang future promotional material.
Hotels and airlines. Pan American World Airways, commonly known as Pan Am, was the principal and largest international air carrier and an official flag carrier of the United States from 1927 until its collapse on December 4, 1991. So what is the story behind of the Pan American World Airways collapsing? These are the terrorist bombing in December 1988 and the unrest fuel price. According to late 1994, there are three major reasons why airline companies link with hotels. And these are their desire to protect existing business and develop future business, thus increasing their profits. And the second one, the expectation that hotels' ownership will boost tourism development in their home countries. And the third one is the desire to expand national culture. So what is accommodation and promotion? So they provide trade with printed promotional literature and invite them as a guest on familiarization trips. And also, they offer discounted rooms rates to representatives of travel trade. And to establish also their hotels, they use newspapers for promotions.
You told me that